Welcome to the second video of starting a new low-code project. In the previous video, we talked about identifying business needs. In this video, we're going to talk about stakeholder involvement. About 90% of the projects that will fail, about half of them will probably be related stakeholders not being part of the project. Most of the scenarios that we saw in the past 11 years was that business owners or managers wanted to create some kind of an application. They were busy, obviously, so they delegated the project to someone from their company. Instead of selecting someone that is qualified, they chose someone that is not that busy, such as an assistant, someone new in the company, and so on, or just someone that is young and technical. The result was disaster. First of all, the person that is part of creating a new custom application is supposed to be someone that understands the business, understand the people who are going to use this software, supposed to be someone that have some technical skills that can actually work with it and so on. Dropping the project on someone that is not qualified, it's a disaster. Also, if you're going to work with a vendor, such as my company, for example, if you will delegate the work to someone that is not qualified, the chances of success are almost zero. Whenever you have the CEO or one of the directors involved in a project, the results are almost always great success. Delegating is good, but not in this case. In some cases, it's okay to delegate, but there need to be proper communication between management and the people that are involved. In some cases, it's okay to delegate the work, but there need to be proper communication between management, the people that are involved, and your vendor. If you do it in-house, no problem. That can be in-house, but there need to be proper communication. The management needs to have some kind of guidelines of how to communicate with their employees and how to work with their vendors, so they will know exactly what's going on each step of the way. Also, whenever there are projects, those projects are supposed to be sliced to milestones. Each milestone is supposed to have a deliverable and supposed to have something that you can use. We saw many times prospects coming our way that they received multiple milestones that all of them were virtual. Milestone 1, created a database. How can I check it as a customer? You can't. Setting up permission rules. How can you check it? You can't. And whenever you are receiving a milestone, the milestone needs to be something that you can check, you can see, you can play with. Nothing needs to be virtual, because that's a good way for me as a vendor to play with you. Because I'm the one that knows everything, you know nothing, you're my hostage, and this is how it works. So it's super important to receive milestones that you can check on the business side. And the last point for this video is creating a proper feedback mechanism. There need to be some kind of series of meetings. We, for example, do weekly meetings with our clients, what was done in the previous week, what we're doing now, where we're going for next week, what you should expect in the next meeting. There need to be a proper way for you as a customer to communicate with your internal team, if they are the ones who are doing the job, or with your vendor. But there must be something that is formal, in the calendar, super easy to communicate. It can't be over emails, it can't be over leaving messages or WhatsApps. This is all garbage. You need to have a face-to-face meeting. You need to see on screen what was done. It needs to be recorded to track what's going on. If there is a problem, you need it recorded. You need to have some kind of a backlog of what's happening. Also, it's good for your intellectual property. All those meetings eventually will build your intellectual property of your company. You need to have a hold of all those meetings. Those are important. So creating some kind of a communication and feedback mechanism. Super important, that will be known and set from day one, before the project even started.